1. NFL players question JC Tretter's leadership amid controversy. 2. Pat McAfee takes on NFLPA, calls for a dog to run show after resignation scandal. 1. NFL players question JC Tretter's leadership amid controversy. Shocking revelations about leadership turmoil within the NFL Players Association are now circulating among players, sparking intense internal debate. As Lloyd Howell departs as executive director, scrutiny intensifies around Chief Strategy Officer JC Tretter's future. Tretter previously served as NFLPA president during Howell's controversial hiring process, a position he later left due to term limits. Immediately afterward, Howell created the Chief Strategy Officer role specifically for Tretter, raising eyebrows about transparency. But here's where it gets controversial. NFLPA security veteran Craig Jones recently ignited internal firestorm by poetically questioning Tretter's conduct. Now, a damning text message listing 5 explosive allegations is gaining traction among players nationwide. The message explicitly accuses Tretter of 1. Manipulating hiring protocols to install Howell. 2. Concealing deficiencies in Howell's background checks. 3. Possessing undisclosed knowledge about Howell's financial ties with the Carlyle Group. 4. Withholding the Drury arbitration ruling from union members. And 5. Similarly suppressing the Moreland arbitration decision that found Tretter violated the collective bargaining agreement. This bombshell emerges amid discussions that some NFLPA executive committee members want Tretter appointed interim executive director. Such a move would be astounding given the mounting allegations, particularly the arbitration findings that Tretter violated the CBA. What's truly unsettling? This situation reveals how disengaged players enable small leadership factions to operate without accountability. If members don't actively monitor union affairs, how can they prevent potential misconduct? Do you believe these allegations warrant Tretter's immediate removal? Or is this just political maneuvering within the NFLPA? Share your perspective below. The players' union's credibility hangs in the balance. 2. Pat McAfee takes on NFLPA, calls for a dog to run show after resignation scandal. Imagine this. The head of a major organization resigns amid scandal, and then the bombshell drops. He was using union funds for strip club visits. Sound like a Hollywood plot twist? Welcome to the real world of the NFL Players Association. Pat McAfee, former NFL punter and outspoken commentator, didn't hold back when he took to social media to share his thoughts on the recent resignation of Lloyd Howell Jr., the former executive director of the NFLPA. But here's where it gets controversial. McAfee's scathing critique of the NFLPA leadership might just ruffle a few feathers. Let's dive in. It seems that Lloyd Howell Jr.'s actions, while shocking to some, were somewhat predictable to those familiar with the inner workings of the NFLPA. Howell stepped down from his position on Thursday, and by Friday, reports surfaced that he had been charging the union for visits to strip clubs. According to the New York Post, Howell allegedly racked up over $3,000 in expenses for these outings. This revelation has sparked outrage and raised questions about the accountability and transparency within the NFLPA. Pat McAfee, who has first-hand experience with the Players Association, didn't mince words when he took to X, formerly Twitter, to express his frustrations. McAfee shared a tweet that highlighted Howell's misuse of NFLPA funds, stating that Howell had used union money for personal pleasures under the guise of transportation and bettering the NFLPA. McAfee's tweet included a sarcastic comment about Howell's lengthy stay at Tootsie's, a well-known strip club, suggesting that Howell might have been trying to set up shop there. McAfee's critique went beyond just the recent scandal. He reflected on his time in the NFL, noting that the NFLPA has been led by individuals who prioritize their public image over actual work and responsibility. McAfee played 8 seasons in the NFL, all under the leadership of DeMaurice Smith, Howell's predecessor. He recalled listening to Smith speak at his rookie symposium and feeling that the NFLPA leadership was more interested in being recognized as the heads of the organization than in doing the hard work required to represent the players effectively. McAfee didn't stop at criticizing the leadership's ego. He called out the hiring practices within the NFLPA, suggesting that leaders often hire friends and overpay them with players' money. He also pointed out that these leaders often abuse their connections and act as if they are heroes, despite their questionable actions. And this is the part most people miss. McAfee's comments highlight a deeper issue within the NFLPA, one of entitlement and misuse of power. The NFLPA now faces the challenge of finding Howell's successor, and McAfee has some strong opinions on what kind of leader the organization needs. He advocated for someone who understands legitimate business and capital generation, someone who has empathy for the players, and someone who can negotiate creatively and innovatively. McAfee's words are a call to action, urging the NFLPA to prioritize the well-being of the players over personal gain and public image. So, what do you think? Does the NFLPA need a complete overhaul of its leadership? Or is McAfee's critique too harsh? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's spark a conversation about accountability and transparency within the NFLPA. After all, the players deserve better.